sweeter than you, sweeter than you. And I will never find another lover more precious than you, more precious than you. Cause girl, you are close to me, you're like my mother. Close to me, you're like my father. Close to me, you're like my sister. Close to me, you're like my brother. You are the only one, you're my everything. And for you, this song I sing. All my life. Baby, I pray for someone like you. All right, episode 11.
I pray to God.
What's up, everybody?
What up? What up? Reporting live from somewhere sexy.
Yes, KPDI Studios. I'm not going to give you the address. We don't like you guys. No, I'm kidding. We love you. We have a special guest.
A friend to the room, entrepreneur, a self-made young female who is also a curator of brands, events, does a lot. I could really go on for days about what she does and who she is, but she is a very big entrepreneur and is here today to speak on one of the projects that she's working on, her LUH series. In her bio,
LUH.
Right? That's LUH for those who didn't hear clearly or can't spell. We have Miss Harper here in the room. Please, round of applause. Round of applause. Miss Harper. Miss Harper's in the building. Welcome.
How you doing?
I'm alive.
Nice.
And my name is Alicia.
Yes.
But for whatever reason, some people don't want to say my real name, but that's my name.
Her last name is her real name. I keep it very professional.
All right, so episode 11. I'm gonna ask, as we usually do. How's everyone's week? How was everyone's week?
My week was good. It was very productive. Back at work Wednesday, so got the ball rolling there. Got a lot done. Got to accomplish a lot. Got to train myself on a lot of different aspects of the business. So did that, and like we've been going back and forth a lot about our notes and stuff like that. And a lot of progression where that's concerned. Lots of stuff going on. So my week was good. Very productive. How was yours, Jams?
Welcome back, Jamar.
Welcome back.
He was
First of all,
not here with us last time.
Yeah.
He was in Atlanta, falling in love with strippers.
Yeah, something like that. Went there for like a business little trip, and then I got to see some friend of mine, hang out with her and stuff. But last week it was alright. It's just I don't have my laptop. It kind of broke.
He feels naked.
I feel real naked, and so like I'm just a little bit slower than what I usually am.
Nice.
But it's October now, Libra season.
Yeah.
10/10/91. So
there we go. It's around the
His
corner.
birthday. He takes PayPal. He takes check. He transfer.
Right.
My boyfriend service still on too, so you know.
Hey, there we go. The service is still there.
Oh my god.
That's it.
My week was good. You lost the computer and I got one.
I know. I was gonna say that's crazy.
Soul for a soul.
Yeah,
soul for a
It's funny how things go. But yes, I've been a lot more productive since I got my baby back, or my new baby. My old baby's still around, but she's damaged goods.
She got a name?
Oh wow.
Yeah, my old baby's damaged goods. We only use her for Netflix now.
Shots from the juice bar.
Yeah. No, we didn't name this one yet. This one shall be nameless. I'm gonna call this one just baby.
Nice.
Yeah. For now. Until we get the birth certificate in the paperwork and everything. Still trying to decide if I'm the father or not.
Oh, 100%.
You
gotta take it to Maury.
Yeah. But yeah, so we don't have a name until then. But yeah, the week was good. Got a lot done. Well, I drank both at the same time.
It's okay, you're mixing.
Yeah, the week was good. Got a lot of stuff done creatively. I'm officially a free man. I quit my job, the one job that everyone knows that I hate, which I'm not going to say on air because we do use their service.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It can happen to us.
We still use their service, and there's a lot of their product on this table right now.
Yeah. And now let's go watch them.
Yes, yeah. You'll figure it out.
You figure it out. Anyways, Miss Harper, how was your week?
I'm still trying to figure out where he used to work. But Apple. I knew it. My week was good.
Nice.
Still have love for you guys.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She knows too much.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob, we'll just kill you after.
I have a gift.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I have a gift. But my week was great. I had a cold. It's gone. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to Jamaica on Friday. So yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Visiting family, resort.
Actually, it's for a funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I know. Everyone's like, oh my god. Oh, that's really been
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, you're gonna turn up. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, a funeral. Oh.
Let's turn up at the funeral.
I'll turn up after the funeral. So
yeah,
after
yeah.
Saturday, I'm only there for 4 days though. So after Saturday, then I'll like splits,
Yeah, let's go. Get it all
head
done.
top and all that stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
like the
boy.
Jamaicans.
There we go. Pasta,
In the
pasta.
middle. Pit.
That's actually not a Jamaican song, but that's fine.
It's not. You're right.
No,
You're
that's
right.
like a Trini
No,
song.
but you
It's a
said
Trini,
headstand.
it is.
That's what came in my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My people are
Nice.
gonna not be happy with me.
Wow.
Right.
That's nothing. They whenever that's happy with me.
Ah, okay.
But yeah. So tell us about
Your
What
love
you do?
series, yes, and talk about what you do outside of that.
Are you making me talk first?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to how you got
You're
to
the
this
special
point.
guest.
And yeah,
it's all about you.
Little pressure. I went to school. I went to university. I did environmental studies. Graduated, did nothing with it because obviously university is a waste of time. Sometimes.
Most times.
yeah, most times, yeah. No,
I had to put that in there.
No,
but I didn't want to say
100%.
those times, but every job that was kind of in my field was like you have to have field experience. I'm just like, okay, so if I graduated and you don't want to hire me, then
How
how
am
the
I
hell?
Where do I get the experience? from,
Exactly.
right?
So I was working at like a advertising agency and it had nothing to do with my job, but it was like freelance. I got paid. There was no tax taken off. It was like one of those under the table jobs.
Okay.
Government
Yeah.
probably
Love to go.
government doesn't know about that. But then I decided I wanted to go back to school and I did PR and corporate communications. I graduated in 2017 and I've been doing that ever since. But again, it's one of those things where it's like they want you to have a certain amount of experience, but then they don't want to hire you, or if they hire you, they don't want to pay you like more than like $13 an hour. And I'm sorry, that can't even
I can't.
cover car payments for the average human being on planet Earth. So I kind of was opposed to it. Started working with a friend, started doing a lot of freelance work, and that's kind of where I've been at, kind of just freelancing and riding the wave of life.
nice.
That's what you gotta do
nice.
sometimes.
She just cue one of those wave musics in the
Right.
back.
Do you have it? Oh, we don't have a wave sign, do we?
No,
Nah.
I'll look
I
for
don't
my
know where
Google
those signs
at
are.
some point.
Oh,
Nice.
the signs are gone?
No, they're there. They're
Oh.
there.
I just gave 3 wave sounds
Yeah, I heard it.
while you were looking for the wave sound. No, that sounds really harsh. It's like a wind. The shh, that's a wave. It's okay. I'm gonna teach you after.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Maybe I can edit this out. I'll find
Yeah.
other ways.
Just edit the wave. Just edit the
Yeah,
wave
that's
sound
what
in.
they throw the wave sound in. Nice.
Yeah.
And then just throw like a whole picture of a wave right over my face. Like doing
Just
that.
put the emoji.
Yeah, like just make it like flash.
We got you.
But I'm sorry, I have to go.
Nice. That was good.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Keep going.
What was I gonna say
So
again?
freelancing now.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of freelancing and it's fun, but it's like it's not consistent.
Mm.
So it's like it's when I get a project and I'm doing something. If not, then I'm kind of just at home
Waiting for the next one.
doing other stuff to occupy my time. So I do blog, and in my blogs I talk a lot about being a woman and body image and how much men suck. I'm just joking.
That's okay. Just speak the truth.
Speak the truth.
No, I'm
promote
just
you.
joking. Men don't suck. I love men. I absolutely love men. If men weren't on this earth, I don't know what would happen. But sometimes they're annoying. But anyway, that's another conversation. Episode 13.
So we can expect you back already.
Yeah, you got it. Nice, nice.
See you in a month.
We just confirmed.
I'm just joking. I won't
Already
be
got
here.
a title for
Yeah,
that already.
right.
I won't be here. But yeah. So body image and like self-acceptance is something that I'm always advocating for. I'm always like, talking to my friends about learning to love ourselves and not letting like what we see on social media get to us, because I realize that now everybody's body looks a certain way. Everyone has certain hair, everyone has certain skin, and it's like if you don't have that look, it's almost intimidating. I thought it was just for women, but I guess it's for men too. I don't really know
Yeah, I'm
how
living
it's
that.
as strong for men, but I feel like it's worse for women. But
You know what?
he's like dying of laughter. So one day I was just at home and it just came to my mind, and like literally love came out of nowhere, and then like what it was standing for, which is live unapologetically happy, just came to me, and I was like, shoot, yeah, this can be something. Yeah, insert snap.
Yeah. Just gotta let that breathe, cause ooh.
It's
There
a
you
little
go.
extra,
It's
just
okay.
a
It's
little
good.
dramatic
You
effect.
have to. It's yours.
It came to my mind. I was like, you know what, this can be something. But at first it was only going to be about me and like kind of me talking about my journey. And then I'm like, well, everyone knows my story. I'm always talking about myself. I didn't really want to talk about myself no more. So that's when I was like, you know what, let me ask other women. So like I put up a post saying I'm looking for 4 women. And like bag a load of women started responding. Bag a load. So for those who don't know what bag a load means, the English interpretation means
A whole heap.
a grand amount of women or a large amount of women responded to my bird call.
What happened to that boy?
Oh.
I'm gonna choke on
Sorry,
here.
it's really distracting.
And then it's okay. Oh God, I can't.
I was waiting for that.
That's a good one. Wow. That's,
Right?
Wow. Saved by the phone.
It's all right.
Cause I've been saved by the phone.
Whoa, wow.
I know.
Wow.
I have a gift.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that. I was gonna jump in, but you jumped. I'm like, wow.
I
That was
We have the same gift.
yeah.
I
Nice.
have a gift. It's probably a 91 gift. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
born?
Yeah, 91, yeah.
It's a 91 gift.
For us here in 91.
Yeah.
What month are you born?
January.
What month are you
Whoa, hey, wait a minute. Like, you know,
I forgot
let's
your- I
not
forgot
go
your
down
No,
there.
let's stop. Let's just pump
I
the
forgot your
brakes.
birthday. He
It's
won't tell me
okay.
his birthday.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm born in April.
I know.
91 thing.
I'm
That's
October.
fine.
Hence the 10-10-91 reference.
I mean, I don't mind October. October's okay. Like my dad's born in October and my niece, so I guess.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Bag a load.
A bagaload of gal respond, and I made up some questions, sent it out to them, and then they've been just responding.
I read those.
You read that? You actually read
I read
it?
the first one, yeah.
Thank you
I
for,
read the first
as a
one.
man, reading it, because one of the issues I found was I asked a lot of my male friends to read it, and a few of them were just like, yeah, but I don't believe
I read
them.
it.
But I feel like men will, like, I feel like to really understand a woman, men should read that stuff so you can understand
100%.
what to say, how to act, how not to act around women,
How to just be more considerate, I
and
think.
be more sensitive
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
females.
Because
That's
you have a...
I lack sensitivity sometimes.
So that's why you read it. You were meant to read it.
Nice.
It was
gonna
it was
help
very
you.
interesting.
Yeah.
I
No.
did enjoy it. I didn't read the second one yet because that's when you guys walked in. But
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, no, 100%.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
It's something that I appreciate that you do very well. You always send me, okay, this is my new post, and you always send it to me. I'm like, yo, I always read it. I always
I
go
read
through
it.
a lot of your posts and stuff like that. And I started to read the LUH series last night as well. So I'm like, I need to.
Last night.
How the beat go?
I'm done.
Gonna let me down.
Oh,
no,
I
you
God.
started.
told you once, I told you twice. You can see it. Okay, we're done. Let's go. You can sing all day.
But yes.
Yeah, you started that. Yo,
I'm sorry. I do that though. I'm that person that likes something and I'm like, okay, a word. Like, it's like a game. It's almost like a game for me. I'm very competitive, so it's like I want to win all the time.
Oh, this is. We'll have fun. today.
This is a good.
I'm
I'm
very
telling you, this is why.
competitive.
Yeah, great person to have in the
It's
room.
bad though. I'm working on it.
Sure.
Like I'm one of those people like, don't play games with me.
Yeah. You know
My
what?
family knows, like we go to like even baby showers. I don't care where I am. I'm
I have to
not.
win.
I'm winning, and
I
like
have to-
you can tell, like I'm not playing. Like my face gets serious, and they know. Like
I
don't.
don't laugh when
don't
it's
try
game
me,
time.
like-
No,
Mm-hmm.
me neither.
Yeah.
They don't take me to see me smile if I win.
Okay, so we digressed a bit, but yes, back to the LUH series. Tell us more. So you selected a few of these women, but you weren't able to say no, and you broadened your horizon a
Did you
bit.
select out of the like 40 or something like that?
I was supposed to pick 4. I picked 15.
Nice.
Yeah, because I couldn't say. You know what it was? I couldn't say. Like I'm one of those people. It hurts me to kind of say no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, oh my god, like this girl could have a story and it could be really impactful. And if I say no, it's like I'm not letting her have the opportunity
You don't know
to
who-
shed
who
light
say
on.
what.
Exactly. So I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, yes. Like some girls, I just had to be like, nah, I'm so sorry.
'Cause you know.
Or like people who are my friend, I had to say no to them. I'm like, girl, we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be a part of this. I rather somebody who's not my friend.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Why is that?
Because I know my friends' stories. Like
Oh, you know them
we're
already.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So I saw on the first one that I read, there was 3. Was it 3 girls?
2.
Yeah.
2? Oh, okay, 2. Maybe I read something else. Then. Maybe I read the second one.
Wrong girl.
Wrong girl.
Oh,
on the wrong website completely.
Wrong girl. When the hand goes up, you know it's serious.
yeah, right.
Can I read the questions that were asked?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yes, you know what? Yes, let's read the questions. And friends in the room, participate, please. Feel
Yeah,
free.
I'm gonna ask.
boy.
I'm gonna ask both.
This
you
is a
guys.
sexless question. You don't have to be a female to respond.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask both. I'm gonna ask both Jamar and Nathaniel the questions, and obviously I'll answer.
Except they can't answer question number 3. Actually, maybe they can, even though I feel like it's more woman-centered.
It's okay.
We could try.
Yeah,
we could try.
Don't let me hold you back.
All right, number 1. Nathaniel first.
Holla at me.
What does? Oh, you're gonna just. Keep it short, okay? Give us the Coles
Oh, okay, give the Coles
Give us
notes?
the Coles notes.
Shit.
'Cause I know
Oh
you.
man.
Alright? What does self-love mean to you?
Self-love means to me.
See why I laughed? I had to give him I said,
Yeah, yo, I'm so glad you said give me the Coles notes, because you know how I can go on for days, like the manicure, pedicures, the massages, the masks, the, you know.
the insides.
Yeah, the insides.
Internally.
No, honestly, what it means to me, honestly and truly, is just love and appreciation for who I am as a person, inside and out, top to bottom, flaws and all. I believe I seen someone post this on social media maybe a couple weeks ago, a term that said flossom. That's like flaws and awesome combined into one word.
Oh, it's awesome.
Right? So I think that's what best describes self-love to me at this day and age, and this state for my person, you know what I mean? Like, I know who I am, I know what I bring to
Wait,
the
sorry,
table.
I had a brain fart just now. Like, you just said it, but what does flossom mean again? Like,
It's accepting the flaws and understanding that you're still going to be
flaws,
awesome no
sorry,
matter
yeah,
what. You know what I mean?
I don't know why I heard it. It just didn't
Yeah,
stick.
it didn't stick.
Yeah, it
Okay.
happens. It's right.
It's okay.
Cap, it's a hat.
Oh,
No. It's championship energy. We're still champions
if I don't wear a hat,
until
it's
someone
really
else
weird.
wins. You know what I mean?
It's pretty weird.
Yeah, no, that's what I think self-love is. When you just having that confidence, that aura.
Gems.
Walking to
Man, I'm still trying to figure out how to
Just
define
let
it for me, but
Let it out.
it's one of those things for me, at least internally, it's like one of my biggest challenges is self-love, because sometimes, like you said, like it's accepting those flaws, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes like I'll see it something that I haven't accepted yet, and like it just can take over me. Like, like today, like I was just like something happened with the camera, and because it was on my watch, I kind of was just in a panic attack.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was good, but like it's just like sometimes I gotta reinforce,
Excuse me.
like, you know, everything's fine, everything's cool, I'm doing good. Sometimes, you know, like where I'm at isn't where I want to be, but like it's getting there. So it's just just accepting who I am, loving who I am, telling myself that I love myself, and just being me. It's just, I think that at times you're kind of like, with me, it's like I have to kind of either figure out like if something's too weird for me, or like am I doing too much or whatnot. It's just like saying, like, you know, and then, like being okay with the consequences, being okay with pretty much everything that's around me, being okay with my family, my friends, and everything, and just moving forward. So
Yeah,
hopefully I
100%.
answered that question. But
Yeah.
That was a good answer.
That was a good answer.
Well, there's no bad answer.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Yeah.
I'm working
Just
on
'cause,
it.
like, you don't gotta sound profound. I'm okay. Like, come on.
Yeah.
MLK. Got it.
Got it.
Martin
What,
Luther
what
King.
does self-love mean to me? Self-love means to me not losing faith. Faith in myself and faith in God. Right? If I lose faith in God, I lose faith in myself, and vice versa. Right? So I have to tell myself if things are going, like right now, I'm in a rough patch. As I said, I just quit the job, working on other stuff, waiting, trying to get that to grow up and money.
We're in the infancy stages.
Yeah. The infancy of stuff that we're planning. Right, for this and other things too. There are days where I'm like, fuck, did I make the right decision, right? Or am I doing the right thing? And I start putting myself down. It's like, OG, you shouldn't have done it. OG, you're stupid for doing that. Right? It's just telling myself, nah, you're good. Betting on yourself, believing that I quit for a reason because I believe in my ability.
Bigger
and just,
purpose.
Right? That I'm doing this for a bigger purpose, and that I was blessed with the abilities to do things, and now I have the opportunity to do them, right? Just continuing to believe in myself and those around me. If I don't love the people around me, I can't love myself, because you
100%.
guys,
Talk about it.
right, are the ones that tell me you love me every day.
Talk
right?
about it.
And that,
Hey.
and that type of stuff, right? So
Talk about it, brother.
that's self-love to me.
Talk about it. You did.
All right. No, question number 2. What is the one word to describe your self-love
Actually,
journey?
before you go, what's your
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
Oh
say
my
it.
god, guys. Really?
She almost had a
I saw you looking at me. I'm like, okay, great. He's not going to answer the question.
Is this thing on?
La, 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 la. What was the question? Wow, I don't remember my own questions.
What does self-love mean to you?
Self-love to me means accepting me for who I am, in all of my imperfections and all of my flaws and all of my downs and outs, and learning to truly just be one with who I am. Like, kind of just not letting society, not letting people, not letting my own self be not letting me be my own self-destruction.
Outside noise and hearing that.
Yeah,
stuff.
so not letting like me sit down and be in a room and just allowing my mind to overtake me and to let me think less about myself. Not even like other people, but not letting me think, oh my God, why am I this? Why am I that? When other people around me are not even aware or paying attention to what's wrong with me. So to me, self-love is just loving me for who I am, regardless of anything around me that may try to steer me away from what my destiny and my journey is in life.
Take me as I am.
I wasn't feeling that one. Next question.
No.
Or have nothing at all, yes.
I know the song, but then I was gonna join it. She said I wasn't feeling it.
She killed it real quick. Like she
Sorry.
That ain't it.
yeah, that ain't it. I'm sorry, my
Don't
bad.
worry, question number 2, you better come with a banger. You have to redeem yourself, so just think about it.
Pressure's on.
What is one word to describe your self-love journey?
I'm not first. Am I? I'm first.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
first.
I'm first.
Yeah, this is
Shit.
awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, this is good. Because
We go Google.
like one word to describe my self-love journey. Awesome. 100%. I just think everything I do now, I think my energy, my aura is just, everything's awesome to me.
I had a song to sing, but I didn't think everyone would know it because I don't know if everyone saw the Lego movie.
I saw it. Everything
is awesome. Yeah, that
Everything is good when you're part of the team. 100%.
Everything is
No,
awesome.
but honestly and truly speaking, that's exactly how I feel though. Listen, you gotta relax, all right?
You know, hold on. You know X Factor? When
Yes,
the person-
okay, yeah.
That was your song. That was your song.
She
yeah.
just gave us a hard X.
If you gotta watch the Lego movie.
Yeah, you gotta watch the Lego movie. If you haven't seen it, then hey.
It's a lot about self-love and all that stuff.
Nah,
actually.
man. I just think everything I do,
No.
whatever energy I put forward, is very awesome. Like my whole journey, my whole progression, my growth in the past. What is this? October now? Almost a year. Yeah, my whole growth in the past year has been sensational. Future voice.
Sensational.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just how I feel. Jams, what about you?
One word.
Fun. I'll say that. I guess that because that just as a person, that's always how I always want to be a fun person. I've done fun things. I've done cool things that I think are fun. I think I'm a funny guy at times. So
Debatable.
yeah, debatable.
Kidding.
Wow.
Shots from the juice bar.
I thought he was gonna retaliate. I wasn't expecting
Yeah, he caved. I'm not gonna lie, you caved it kind of easy. I thought you were gonna put up a fight of it.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. But to go with even that point, I got fun friends. I got a fun family. Just that's the theme for me.
Fun.
Yeah. What about you?
Me, like I said before, faith. Alright, faith is my one word to describe self-love, faith in myself, faith in God, faith in everyone
That's in your
around
bio
me.
too, right?
Huh?
That's in your bio too.
In my bio, no. My bio says love life, dream big.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Which is what I dream big, right? I am loving life, right? So again, like everyone, we have hard times, ups and downs, loving life. But yeah, love life, dream big. That's something that I
And you
live
strongly
by,
stand it. I think that's been your thing since I met you.
forever, yeah.
Yeah, like
Right, so I got big dreams. I love life. I do the two together and do the work. I'm gonna end up loving life.
oh, 100%.
Right, a lot more than I do now. But yeah, faith is, and to do that, you have to have faith. Right, in yourself, in God, and those around you, and the people that you love, you care about, and all that stuff. But yeah, faith is my word. What about you?
My self-love journey word would be overcomer. Just because through every roadblock that life has tried to put in my direction to kind of slow me down, I've overcame. And me overcoming has brought me to where I am today, and that's why I believe I'm an overcomer.
You're gonna continue to overcome.
Exactly.
because you're not under nothing. You get me?
Man, I frightened for nobody.
Nobody.
You see that? That's how you segue into a song.
Yeah.
I forgot to do as ice cream.
All right, we need to get a fourth
Yo,
one.
that was hard. You had that. Yeah, she had that in the pocket, like at the trap.
We need a fourth mic. Like,
Nobody about it
let's
everywhere.
availability every other Wednesday.
Oh yeah, yo, that was wow.
No.
That you are ready.
I told you I'm competitive. It's not a game, but it is.
That was good.
It's like it's not a game, but it is.
No, nothing's a game. Nothing's a game. Okay, this is the one that
I've been thinking that.
if you could change the way women are portrayed in the media,
Okay, no,
Would
this is
you-
good. I think this
would
is
you
good.
change it?
Yes,
Excuse me, thank you.
because subconsciously it does a lot to a lot of women. The way they're portrayed in media, the way they're portrayed on social media, movies, all types of platforms where everyone is just constantly consuming things at a high rate. That's why I appreciate what Miss Harper here is doing, and a number of other women just that standouts in their field, whether it's females like Rhapsody. Women are the backbone of a lot of things in our society.
Oh, go back to episode 1.
Yes, take it back.
Go back to episode 1.
Right?
Remember what I said.
Hey, talk about it.
Continue. Sorry.
No. Quote it.
Oh.
You were. Okay, my
remember.
bad.
No,
I remember.
Oh, he said, Jamar asked what your favorite thing about being black was. And I said, my favorite thing about being black was being raised by black women.
Wow.
Yeah. Episode 1.
Yes, episode 1.
You guys were there.
I like that.
We started off hot.
I like
Alright,
that.
Continue.
But you know what I mean? I definitely would change it, only because I think it helps with the subconscious self-consciousness. You know what I mean? And people are going to be more aware and just appreciate them for themselves and understand that what they see via these social media platforms is not necessarily what they need to be or be consumed by in reality. You know what I mean? So that's my closing notes.
That was beautiful.
Clap.
Would you change? Okay, let me ask again. If you could change the way women are portrayed, would you? Yes or no, and then you give your explanation. It's elementary school again.
Well, yes. Well,
Nice.
it's yes to be easy because at least for how I've been taught in terms of like how media is like, women have been very, 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 very influenced by what they see. Especially like you hear it all the time with like magazines, TV.
Yeah.
There's this notion of like a body image, and like as you said, like there are some men that like when they look at it, like there is a body image thing, but it's like I think it's like we've been trained to like, okay, we can't really like express that. Whereas a woman, it kind of could like psychologically affect them, and so like with social media, with all these different television shows from Netflix and streaming services, women are gonna like. There's a lot of pressure to be pretty much a woman and being that perfect woman, and you know when you're growing up and stuff like
or that definition of a perfect woman. You know.
Yeah. So all that is like coming
Air
at
quotes.
you, and then especially with like Instagram, like when you see like women showing their ass and like and they're in bikinis, it's kind of like, oh, is that what people want?
Stiff ass.
Yeah, and
Full of
so
plastic.
and that's just kind of the scary part because like at least I think like we've all said like it's kind of scary to like raise a daughter, and so like because you don't want
100%.
also that pressure of like raising kids. So it's just like if you're scared to have a daughter like because of those emotions, it's just like it's something that you have to kind of change. That way you're not kind of like worried about that stuff.
Oh, 100%.
And it's obviously not gonna be finished overnight, but like you want to kind of make the positive changes and impacts to kind of
Yeah, exactly.
to change that type of representation.
Now,
I guess me, yeah. Yes, of course I would change it. Why? Because I have a girlfriend, I have a sister, I have a mother.
talk
I
about
got
it.
female cousins.
Talk about it.
I got female friends.
Talk about it.
And I know that all of them have at one point, if not still have looked at themselves have compared themselves to what they see on social media and wherever, right? That unattainable body, right? That we see on Instagram through various celebrities, whether they obtain the body by a good doctor or a great doctor,
Or a bad doctor.
right? Or
Exactly.
the good doctor's the bad.
Oh.
Right, because he still has a job, so he must be doing something.
Okay, got it.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do think the way women should be changed. I do like the fact that now we are seeing a lot of bodies, or different types of bodies.
Being more openly accepted.
Being openly accepted. Right? We have people like, what's her name again?
Lizzo?
That's her.
My girl. Talk about it.
Right? We have folks like her who are advocating for women's bodies and all that stuff, and she's not changing herself, and I'm pretty sure that she's been asked, right, to change the way she looks, and given that she has money, she could easily, find the great doctor, right, or kill herself in the gym and drink flat tummy tea and eat the big butt pills and
Oh my God.
the big breast injections and all that stuff. Whatever that stuff that says hashtag ad on Instagram.
I cannot stand you. Oh my God.
Shots from the juice bar. Full clip, baby.
But yeah, no, of course I do think women like women in media should be changed for those reasons, because a lot of the women who are in the public eye, well, not a lot, but
A high percentage. You gotta look
a
at.
high
You
percentage.
gotta look at women. And sorry to cut you off there, Juice, but a lot of women. When you look at women like the Jordan Sparkses or Jennifer Hudsons and where they were and where they are now. I just want them. It's about their own happiness at the end of the day. It's not about what other people think.
Yeah,
Other
but
people's
something.
perspective.
Jennifer Hudson's happy. She lost the weight and cheated on her man.
Savage.
Right? She lost the weight and cheated with the producer.
I had to pull my neck back
And-
up because that was heavy.
And her, I guess they were engaged for a long time. David Otunga was a Harvard graduate. And a
Yeah, I
WWE
remember that.
superstar.
Yeah.
Secure the bag, sis.
Yeah. Right, but then she cheated on with the gospel producer.
She's trying to
Took
get
it
that
back to
gospel
church.
album. That's why. She's trying to get that gospel
Yeah.
album.
Trying to
You
get
go,
some-
girl.
You go.
Right? She listened to us. Should have cheated way too many times.
Right.
But yeah, that's sorry. that is my.
Wow! Yo, shots from the juice bar. He's unloading the clip, ladies and gentlemen.
But yes, I do.
Gin and juice.
Yo.
Gin and
Yeah,
juice.
okay, I'm
That's
done.
the gin
I'm
and
done.
juice.
I'm
You see
done.
me, West Coast. You feel me? Like,
I'm done.
but no, you're not done. That was a sly one. Oh, this guy's trying to drop the mic real quick.
No, I
Anyways,
said what I have to say.
you okay?
Wow, she looked at me shocked.
I have a song for you. They
Okay.
see me rolling. They hate it.
I'm hating?
Controlling. They see you rolling and trying to catch you riding dirty.
Oh,
Yeah.
They've been.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Dead for the halls. If I could change the way women are portrayed in the media, I would. And why I would, because I feel like as a woman, it is extremely hard for me, in the sense that I feel like enough is never good enough as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Talk
Like
about it.
even, don't let me preach.
No, hey.
Oh, no, listen, the floor is yours. We in the church of Alicia. Wow.
I really wasn't gonna take anyone to church, but I was gonna say the societal norms of what it means to be a woman almost changes. I feel like monthly. So like 1 week it's in to have a certain body type. By the next week it's in to have a different body type, and it's almost as if it's like an indirect pressure for me as a woman to look a certain way. So like I'll be like, you know what, I love my body, I love my hair, I love whatever. And then I'll just see like all these girls coming out on Instagram looking the complete opposite way, and I'll be like, oh my God, Jesus, now I have to go change my hair and I'll put on the waist trainer because why, like they look a certain way. I'm like, damn it, I was just getting comfortable. No, it's sad, but like I was just getting comfortable with how I looked. I was just loving how I looked. And then everyone looks a different way. I'm like, oh God, now I have to go starve myself for 2 weeks. And then by the time I'm done starving myself, everyone's sick again. And I'm like, damn, well, I'm not sick no more. So now I have to gain some more weight. So it's almost like it's an up and down battle. Like,
You're catching up.
yeah, it's hard.
You're always playing catch up.
So
Literally, it's literally like
Always
literally a
playing.
game, 24/7.
Nice.
So what is your advice to women in that regard?
Yes.
How they deal with that?
I wouldn't say to ignore what society is saying to be the standards of beauty, only because it's impossible. And I don't care what anyone says to me. Oh, I don't care. Everybody, every
Everyone
female, every human being
Every
cares
human being cares.
about how society portrays what the definition of beauty or beautiful is. To me, it's just kind of like do what's best for you, own what works for you. Not every trend is gonna be good on your body
Nope.
type. Some people shape like S, some people shape like T. You should wear whatever accommodates my person. Like
I wasn't gonna laugh, but
I'm sorry,
no.
The thing is, I've been working on my facial expression, so when people say things, I don't read. My face doesn't react first, but my face reacts first.
I chose the wrong episode to keep it professional.
Yo,
Sorry.
I know. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'm gonna
no, people are trying to take a picture.
I'm gonna bring it back.
It's not you, it's me.
I know it's you, but all I'm saying is stop.
I want 2 and 3.
No, but it's serious. I'm being serious. You can get
Okay, no.
He's dying, and then his voice is going high. Like,
It just goes like,
Yo.
Sorry, okay, I'm
and
done.
the thing is, I'm definitely Canadian. Like, I'm definitely Canadian with Jamaican ancestry, but back to what I was saying. That was this dramatic effect right there.
Tiff does that every time he takes a drink of something new.
Are you Jamaican too?
No, not again.
Congolese?
Yeah.
Wow,
Damn.
I have a gift.
That is scary.
Oh man.
That anyone.
That was so hot. I started to sweat.
I
The AC's on. My neck is hot.
Like the apple one was kind of given, but that one was
Like,
like,
that one was there, but like that one.
That one was spicy.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I got a gift. I got a gift. I got a gift.
Guanza.
Stop. Anyhow,
But yes, continue, please.
I would just say to do what works for you. So
No,
even
100%.
if you want to be like, I like Rihanna is wearing a certain thing, it's not meant for everybody, and I've learned
Her
to
body
realize
types,
that
yeah.
for myself. Not everything is meant for everyone, and as much as we all want to fit in and we all want to be trendy, sometimes when we try too hard, it draws unnecessary attention. So ladies, do what works for you. Do not try to be like everybody else, because sometimes it backfires, and then that can damage your self-esteem more because you're trying to be something that you're not.
Sometimes Fenty's not for you. Sometimes you gotta go to Urban Planet.
I mean, Fenty's not for anyone at this rate. I love Rihanna dearly, but those prices are a little bit steep.
Oh,
A little bit steep.
Listen.
Like,
Talk about
I'm
it.
not even purposing them.
I'm not about to suck up to nobody just for them
Right.
to buy me that. But I love me some Rihanna.
That's what I've been. That's my whole thing with Beyonce.
Wow.
I don't get it. What was your
we
whole
know
thing?
we digress. We digress heavy. That was no. The beehive was good. I heard the business again. Like I heard the business at the door.
Like,
You
gosh.
like,
And also, God bless Beyonce's pops. He was diagnosed with cancer.
Seriously?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like 2 days ago or something like that.
Also,
The mentor of our homie. Auntie.
Auntie, yeah, 100%. So shout out.
Yeah, he has breast cancer.
Who?
Matthew Knowles.
Oh!
Why would
Stop!
you
Men can have breast cancer?
Yeah!
Shut up!
We got breast too! Just because nothing comes out of them.
The mentor of who? Sorry.
Auntie.
Our previous
Our
guest.
previous guest. Aja's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew knows this is literally his mentor for real?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, what a mentor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Also, R.I.P. the late great
He's removing his
Teddy
breast.
Bruckshot.
yes.
Oh, shut up. You know
What did
what?
he do this for him? One of these ones.
You know what? I'm very happy he got to see the Raptors.
Raptors.
Yeah.
I'm very happy he got to see
Yo,
the Raptors.
that-
We don't. What he said? We don't. Whatever curry.
We-
We like curry.
In the six.
We like curry goat, but we don't like.
We like curry. Chicken. That's it. We like curry. Goats. But we don't like Steph Curry in the six.
Yo,
The moment the
R.I.P.,
Raptors
man.
won, I changed my
That's a hood
display
fade.
picture.
Yeah, to
I'm
him.
on all social media of him.
To
You
him,
serious?
yeah,
Even
100%.
right now,
Yeah,
all my
that's-
social media is his face.
That's a hood
The day
fade.
the Raptors won.
I remember the first time I met him, I was getting
You met
this
Teddy Bruckshot?
because he's like when I
He's a
hashtag
yardie.
when I met Hood, when I hashtag Hood Fave, like Jaden Western Road, James Chatui, that area there, he was always there. Like I went to Marcus, was it Marcus Garvey restaurant, or I went to got chicken wings and festival. This is back in the day, but chicken wings and
Oh,
festival.
back when you ate meat.
Back. That's why I said back in the day. You know, I was a wee lad. I was still in high school. You know what I mean? So I met him, and it was outside the store. I walk out and this guy's just there chilling comfortably, just hanging out with the guys, and I'm just like, man, like this is incredible. I'm just like, yo, you're the guy from Shotland. He's like, yeah, and he starts talking. I'm just like, wow, you're just here comfortably chilling. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, R.I.P. him. That's it's very unfortunate.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Okay.
Cripple.
R.I.P. Never hit the club.
You guys are ready. You guys are rappers.
No. It's Tiff's belated birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Yes, happy belated.
Tiff.
Shout out.
Libra
Shout out,
season.
Shout out, sis. Happy birthday, sis.
One
Vibe,
of the
sis.
You know.
Bel Air, Duce.
Yeah, we drank
Remy
like rappers.
boys.
We drank like rappers for her birthday.
Remy boys.
She turned 25, so we decided to do it big.
What a good age. That's a good age.
Yeah.
It is. That's when life.
Yeah, it didn't start off well. You're throwing up a
That's
bit,
when
but
life.
it's okay.
That's when life is sweet and simple. It could all be so simple.
Yeah, you can take it there. That was nice. But no, honestly, I will say this: I am very excited for the rest of the series that you have created. I'm excited to see what's
I already
coming
favorited your
next.
website.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed the two things.
Want to come?
Yeah.
Like these young
There's
kids.
some stuff I have to get off my chest actually.
Talk about it. Air it out.
I had an interesting week. Jamar was not. Were you in Atlanta when this happened? No, you were there.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm talking about you were there when this happened.
Yeah, he was
So-
in Atlanta. He wasn't.
No. Something happened
Okay.
this
Okay.
week
Okay.
or
Talk to
last
me.
week.
Talk about it.
So, we have our little group here that we work on our projects.
Yeah,
that we're
our
trying-
projects. Yeah.
Right, that we're trying to bring forth. So the topic of the Trudeau blackface came up.
Yes.
Oh, did you see Jamar's face? Jamar knows where I'm going.
Oh yes, and the lady.
The
The
lady.
snippet you sent. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is good because I had a conversation with someone that really.
So,
Yeah.
so in our group, right, we brought in a lady who's very good at what she does. Right?
She's keeping us structured. She's giving us
A bit more senior.
She
A bit more old school.
Right?
A vet min.
White.
Like a vet min. You
Yeah.
give her the
Right.
Dunleavy paychecks to hit down, knock down jumpers.
She has a little less pigment in her skin than all of us here,
Nice.
right?
The sun bothers her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. If the sun hits her, she's turning red.
She's cooked.
Yeah.
You call it.
Cook an egg on her. Cook an egg on her. What's this called? Or
Arm?
No. The part, the middle, the arm armpit. Or like, okay, we can cook an egg on her armpit.
Yes.
Right, that's how hot she
Yes,
gets.
that's how hot she gets.
Right. So she brought it up to us, and like she's very like. You could like this didn't come from a place of hate or anything like that. It came from a
100%.
place of ignorance.
Oh, 100%.
Right. She was asking us about it, and we're telling her like she asked us because she knew.
Like she
Yeah.
just brought it up, and
Oh, 100%.
then I was
She
kind of
wanted
like,
to hear what black people thought about it, right? So
Oh, 100%.
we all said, yeah, like,
Oh, this happened to you.
this happened last
Recently.
week.
Yeah, last week.
Some
yeah.
days
So
ago.
she was saying, like, so she asked us, and we said how, I said like, I'm not really offended by it because I'm used to it.
And I said it like I wasn't offended by it just because of the time. Of
Right,
it.
yeah, and because that was put out as a tool to. It wasn't.
To tarnish his campaign.
Yeah, yes.
And
it was put out
that-
to, yes,
yes.
It wasn't put out to bring about any good. It was put
Yeah.
out as a tool to
Yeah.
tarnish it, as a weapon.
Yes, as a weapon. Use
Right?
it as a weapon. And the thing is, and this is where I say I wasn't offended by it either, but I think it's ignorance is bliss. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm not sure how educated he is on the whole blackface matter.
Which was
No,
kind of
no,
her,
and that was her defense.
kind of her defense. But then I went to go research.
We
a
looked
little
it
bit,
up. This is how we shut it down.
Nice.
He was a social studies teacher.
which is kind of in that field.
Oh yeah, you have to have the knowledge then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he taught history,
Yeah.
so he has the knowledge,
Okay.
and it was 3 times.
Yeah.
So okay, one when he was a teenager. Okay, cool. We've all done stupid shit. Sick.
Yeah.
Right?
Due to
But
lack
again,
of ignorance
your
and
father was
lack
prime
of
minister,
understanding.
so you should know. You should have
Shut up
kind
here,
of a.
Elliot. You knew
You should have
Yeah.
Made the Immigration Act, right? Kind of made the Immigration Act.
right, like your father's running a people of multiple.
There's a reason why I got
multiple
grandparents.
Catholicism,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah, okay, then at the time he did it when he was what? 25. Okay, you're still young, but you're not, but like, I'm not, if you're 25 and you do something stupid,
Yeah.
age excuse is out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And you did it again when you're 29.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
excuse. That's
No excuse.
No,
That's to put him in the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You bury him right away
And
for
you're a
that.
teacher.
and you're a teacher of social studies.
Yeah. Because how old is he now? In his mid-40s?
Yeah, so we explained these points to said woman.
And the facts at that. You know, we
no,
fact checked this.
No, and
Yeah.
the facts.
Yeah.
Because he was looking up facts as we were having this
Oh,
discussion.
as we always do.
As we
You know what I
always
mean? We
do,
fact checked. Hey, remember that conversation?
Yes, we
Yeah.
had a fact check conversation, right? We're old. Youth don't do that, right?
Exactly.
old.
We're seasoned. I wouldn't say old. I'm salt and
I'm
pepper out
old.
here. You see me? Salt and pepper?
I'm fresh.
I know you all have to do the exact same thing. You see what I'm saying? See the phone?
Yeah.
Like, it sneaks up on you.
I'm not.
Yeah, is that not with you?
I'm not trying to lose. I'm not trying to get Jamar to lose another computer.
That's why I held it over here. You feel me?
But yeah. So she brought up her point, saying, "Oh well, like I don't think it's a big deal. I don't see like she said like she basically said I don't see why like I don't understand why she didn't say you guys but
Mhm.
you guys
Mhm.
right just black.
Remember one of her excuses like white people aren't that smart. Like you guys. At that
she's-
point, I was like, oh.
No, but like, okay, we all like we've all made our white people jokes, right? We've all made those jokes, but I'm not gonna disregard any man's intelligence based off color.
Based off color.
Right?
No,
I'm
we
not
don't
gonna
do
do that.
that.
Like, we make like, yes, we say, okay, white people will jump off a bridge, but won't jump in the line for civil rights.
Yeah.
Right? Like, whatever, right?
But that's also a big fact right there.
Right?
Like,
Hey,
like,
that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's.
yo, you did me.
Yeah, I did.
That was well done.
I told you, I'm very good at
That
this.
was good.
I'm very good at this. I studied my counterparts.
It's neither here nor
I
there.
studied my counterparts. Holy smokes!
I was gonna say that next.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, so whatever. So part of her, so I was at the point where I was okay, let me pardon her ignorance.
Yeah, 100%.
Then she started saying stuff like she grew up in Yugoslavia, Croatia, wherever,
Nice.
right?
Eastern
And she never saw many black
countries.
people. She wasn't aware that black
No,
people was a
100%.
thing.
That's fine.
And
There's a rock
I'm
that
cool.
people live under. Patrick Star.
And I'm cool with that, right? Because that's not like you don't live with black people, so black race, like things against black people aren't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Cool. But then you come to this country and you start seeing things and you think, oh, I just thought it was like a costume. Right? So then I said, okay, cool. Like I said, let me ask you something. If you wanted to dress up as Princess Jasmine from Aladdin, are you gonna paint your face? Or is the costume enough to tell you? She started,
That's actually a very good question.
She started fumbling.
Oh,
Right?
100%.
So-
I think Joe fumbled the cat.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she said,
Started like Joe, bro.
yeah.
Like, I was like,
So then I said, if I go out for Halloween and I dress up as Captain America, am I gonna paint my face white, or is my costume gonna be enough? You see the stars and stripes.
Costumes, no.
You see the stars and stripes.
Yeah.
Right, like, and one of the
You know what I'm trying to represent, what I'm
you
trying
see
to
Captain
portray.
America. Whether Captain America's black or white.
Yeah.
You see white kids dressed as a Black Panther. We know that a Black Panther without them painting their face black. We know Wakanda forever. We know it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yes. You don't have to be white to be. Well, But she goes, but, and I said, okay, cool. Captain America's no stretch. Iron Man's no stretch because they have definitive costumes. I said, if I want to dress up as the Sultan of Agrabah,
Arabian
Nights. I said, you would know who I am because I'm wearing that big bald hat on my head with the feather.
100%.
I don't need to paint my face any kind of thing. You know. She was, yeah, but
There's no buts.
there's no. And I said, there's no buts. And then she and
about
then
it.
hold on.
and then she hit us with
And
the
then-
haymaker.
Then she hit it with this. She was saying how I love black people, right? Like
You we started laughing.
She said, I've always wanted to go to Africa and have a pet giraffe and a pet elephant. I still do want to go to Africa and have a pet giraffe and pet elephant.
Why is there a need for a pet animal?
I don't know.
Why is that associated with?
Thank you. And like,
Okay.
so it was me, Jamar,
So
and another one of the young girls we're working with.
Yeah, and I just looked at her and she
No,
started
So the
laughing.
young girl didn't bury her? Because I feel like listen,
No.
'cause
No,
I put her in a coffin. That's why when you guys mentioned me that day and
OJ did like
yo, I was
Listen,
put her in the casket for 20 feet back.
I buried her 100 feet under.
like anytime you
And
drop
she
something, it would
still
pass the
found
bedrock.
a way to climb back up.
Like I'm telling you, like OJ would
Zombies
drop
creeping
something,
out
she'd
the
be like,
sewers.
But she's a talker.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not a talker.
mind
Like,
you, we're talking for 2 hours.
I could spin my way out of things,
Yeah.
but everyone knows I'll talk.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably the loudest one in the room at all
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
right? But that's for fun and games.
Shout out radio broadcaster.
Right? That's fun and games. But when it comes time to actually say something, I'm not gonna say something if I don't have nothing to say.
Oh, 100%. You speak with
Right?
purpose.
Yeah, right. So she likes to talk. So when she talks, she hides everything behind sentences.
Okay, nice.
So that's what she tried to do.
She doesn't little rappers?
Yeah. So she is like
We're platinum. We're triple platinum.
yeah,
right now.
she is
Here we go.
she's the Baja man who let the dogs out.
Nice. Who
Who
let
Like,
let the dogs
Yeah,
out?
right.
Yeah.
Like she just speaks with no purpose.
We also have to accept people for who they are.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou brings about such a peace with this, you know what I mean? Accepting people for who they are. When people show you who they are, believe them.
Are we still talking about the same lady?
Yeah, 100%. And it's just, you know, yeah, it's just, people are going to be ignorant to a lot of these situations a lot of times due to the fact that they haven't experienced it.
I understand.
And I understand that.
Ignorance.
But the thing is, when someone's trying to educate you, be open to the idea.
And that's the thing. So
That's
that was
where
the
it
hard
becomes
part.
an
it
issue.
got to the point where I had to bring her personal experiences.
Yeah.
Where like obviously like I'm not like I don't share things with everybody.
Mhm.
Sorry, I should not play with that. That's bad radio etiquette. Angelina, take away my gum.
Oh, 100%. Angela, facts.
But yeah, I don't tell people things unnecessarily, especially if I don't know you.
Yeah.
You guys obviously, right? But like
Yeah.
I have to get into I have to tell her the experiences
Mhm.
as a black person where like I have to be that much better.
Oh, 100%.
Whenever, if I go to an
Yeah.
interview, I think about, should I cut my hair?
Yeah, that shit.
Right? Should I cut my hair? Or like I have to for lack of a better term, lessen my blackness.
Yes.
Right? So
I agree.
I could be impressive.
And fit into the
And
corporate standard.
fit into the corporate standard.
Fit into the
because
vernacular
I'm just at an
yeah.
interview. And then
Talk
imagine
about
now when I get into the job.
Yeah.
Right? And she was saying, what do you mean you're blackness? Like, you're okay with me? I was like, I'm around you guys all the time, and I'm the only white woman here. I said, that's not the point.
Yeah.
It's like, just because you're okay with it, because you're not, you experienced your own type of racism you experienced your type of negativity back where you came from, and now you're here, now you're seeing where we are.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And she, like, I have to say that, and that's when she started going, oh, well, you know, like, I never knew it was like that. I said, yeah.
So
I was like,
ballgame.
right? I said, Jamar and I, we go somewhere, we have to think about even how we dress.
Because presentation.
I wear sweats everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? But if I'm going to somewhere where there's going to be a bunch of white folk, I may reconsider that. Right? The young lady who was with us, she's half white.
Yeah.
She even went on to say how, because she was her mother's white, she was raised by her mother.
Mm-hmm.
She went on to say that even when she's with her family, she sees it. She sees the ignorance, right? And she doesn't say that because obviously she's still half white. Right?
Yeah.
It's like it's a battle that you're not gonna win.
You're not going to win,
Right?
100%.
And we have to tell her repeatedly, like, it's a battle that we're not gonna win,
Correct.
but we're gonna continue to
To
fight.
fight the good fight.
Right? Because
Best believe.
there hasn't been any kind
Yes,
of
Lord.
progress where
Mhm.
I personally see where I could walk into a room and be O.J. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I walk into him, I gotta be Orette Benjamin Williams,
Exactly. Talk about it.
right? Two different people, right?
Tone and
When the
everything.
Raptors won, I was Orette B. Jordan,
Yeah.
Orette B. Williams.
There you
Sorry.
go. Sorry,
When the
yeah.
Raptors won, I was
was
Orette
gonna
B.
say, Michael,
Williams.
is that you?
No.
Michael B. Jordan?
No, he's another guy that people hate me for hating.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
He's so yummy, but continue.
he's a handsome man. He's a handsome
He came
man.
by
I'm-
King's Tax one day.
You should have told me. I
I'm-
would've came. I would've came.
Oh,
I would've came
then you
back.
would've came.
Can we talk
Then
about
you
something?
would-
I'm gonna change the topic.
Then you
Wait, before you change the subject, and I don't even want to talk about this here quietly. I can't say the mall it was, but there was an experience that happened with me and some friends I was working with. We were hosting an event somewhere, and we had the rights from the mall to play music. So we were playing like Rihanna. I think it was like Work or something. And an older Caucasian man was walking past and he was plugging his ears and he's like, you guys are doing too much, like this is too loud. And we're like, sir, the music is not that loud. He's like, oh, you people. I'm like, you people? I'm like, what do you mean by you people? He's like, oh, when you come to this country, you have to learn to speak English. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't understand what you're trying to say to me right now, sir.
I got two things to say to
God
that.
damn.
I got one thing that happened about 2 years ago and one thing that happened today. 2 years ago, the same thing happened at Warehouse, Queen Street Warehouse, where they said we have to turn down the black music because it's scaring away our customers. The second thing I saw on Twitter, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh, he was walking in the market in Montreal with his wife, and a white man came up to him, didn't come with any aggression, greeted him politely, and said, hey, maybe you should cut off your turban so you can look more Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Right? And Jagmeet responded, he goes, I am Canadian. I look like a Canadian. This is what.
What does a
they
Canadian look like?
What does a Canadian look like?
What is the look? What is the
I don't for a fact. I don't
stereotypical?
look anyone else in this room.
Because this melting pot's crazy.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just tell you that right now.
The melting pot is crazy. Like, it's getting American-esque.
Yeah,
It's getting American-esque.
you did. So what
Right,
are we
so-
talking about?
To your point, yeah, that stuff does happen. Like, it's never happened to me personally, thank God, because
I don't know what I do.
because then I would have been labeled at that.
Oh no, it
as
happened to
that
me.
guy.
He's like, oh, this is an English-speaking country. You guys should speak English. And I was ready. My friend's like, Alicia, calm down.
No.
I was like, no, don't tell me to calm down. And then they had to turn me over. But I was just like, how can you come in a mall and be ignorant and say play music that's person is speaking English? I'm
And
like,
you're gonna walk into
she
a-
is
My
speaking
thing is,
English.
How can you live in a country like Canada, in Toronto, in
Annoying.
the GTA?
That's so
Yeah.
multicultural.
in the GTA,
Yeah.
and still have
Like I saw-
you work with black people. I know you do.
But sorry, let me just say this because to go back to her experience here, she's in a mall in a public place where they're going to play a multitude of different music. So for someone to be that ignorant and just walk in there and be like, "Oh, this is too loud," but you're going to walk into a store where you may not like the music. What are you going to tell them to
You know what else pissed me off this week?
talk about it?
Number one, black kids being called whitewashed because they're smarter.
I can talk about
Go
this.
ahead. See, I knew you'd be able to talk.
In West Philly, I'm just joking. We moved from Mississauga to Woodbridge and then to Brampton. So everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're so whitewashed." Like when I moved to Brampton,
You're a Peel regional.
everyone's like, "You're so whitewashed. You're so whitewashed. Oh my God, you're so whitewashed." I'm like, "Why?" Because I know how to articulate my thoughts and I talk like I have sense. So that
Talk about
automatically puts me in the category of being
Thank you.
whitewashed.
Thank you.
I'm sorry that I'm educated. My parents put investments into making sure that their children can tell that they have sense.
Hey, talk
And
about it.
people
I got an
automatically
Oxford
just push
learning
me.
bag in my backpack right now.
I'm weak.
Like that's my laptop cover right now.
Right?
It says
Come on.
OJ on it too. Oxford learning. I used to work on it.
Intelligence, we roll with the intelligence.
But I just
Yeah,
hate that
sorry.
they associate the word, like, intelligence is associated with being white.
That's what pisses me off.
And I know that sounds bad, and like I come from a very biracial family, but I have an issue with people associating intelligence or being
And
put,
this has
well
nothing
put
to do with
together.
white people. It has
No,
nothing to
I
do with
just
white
thought
people.
about that. It's like it's whitewashed. Why do I have to be whitewashed if I sound a certain way?
I used to be called whitewashed. I was called gay because I articulated myself.
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Scarborough, and then I moved to Pickering.
Two U's.
Yeah. So when I moved to Pickering, I was shocked because let me start over. I was pissed because I thought, being from Scarborough, that Pickering was only for white people. Even though my dad has associates and friends in Pickering, and I've been to their homes, and they're friends with me to this day, and they're black, like Chris. I met Chris when I lived in Scarborough.
Yeah,
You live in Pickering too?
I did that.
Yeah, we met in high school.
I
We went to high
live
school
now.
together. But yeah, so I thought I'm going to Pickering, I'm going to be the only black person, and then because at the time things were going well, we bought a larger house than what we used to live in before. I'm like, I'm going to be the only black kid on the street, whatever. And to this day, I still am on my street. But when I went to high school, I thought, okay, I wasn't going to have no black friends.
What school did you go to? Notre Dame?
St. Mary.
Oh.
And I met this guy. Right, there's a lot more black people that's in Pickering than you'd assume, especially now compared to back when I first moved. Especially now, there's a lot more black people in the Durham region in this home,
Mm-hmm.
right? But because I was considered an athlete, I was football, track, basketball, whatever. I was on all those teams, right? I didn't always connect with them. Like my friends weren't on the team with me,
Mm-hmm.
right? My friends were the guys that weren't on the team. So when the team is hanging out, I'm with my friends, and but I was a man of many people. I hung with white people, I hung with the black people, but there was always that feeling of I don't belong
Mm-hmm.
because folks would make comments like, "Oh, OJ, why do you say that word? That's what does that mean?"
White.
And it's the extension of vocabulary, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like
I was
you're not
it's
allowed to be intelligent or have a vernacular where it's like people may not understand you, but that's their own uncomfortability.
Yeah,
That's their
yeah.
own
And,
insecurity.
see, but at the time, I wasn't aware.
Oh, 100%. You have to understand.
At the time, I was like,
Yeah.
am I I'm the weirdo,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm the kid from Scarborough who came to Pickering, where a lot of folks, I'm not talking about my school specifically, but just black folks in general in the Durham region, they think they're bigger than who they are. when coming from where I'm from in Scarborough, I've seen people who are actually about the business versus them who are in the suburbs saying they're about the business. Right? Yeah. Shot us. Right? Louis Rankin, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Right? And those people wouldn't respect me until they saw when like I had friends from Scarborough come up. Or we go play tournaments in the West End.
And you just be like, yo, hailing up all mans.
And I'd be hailing up all the quote unquote scary people. And they'd be like, oh, OJ really is. I'm not about that life. Like, let me tell you that now. I'm not.
It's like my friends were, but I wasn't.
I'm not about that life. But let me tell you something.
I'm his friend.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm the friend in quotations.
Yeah.
That's about that.
I'm not I will throw hands. Like, I'll throw hands. I will stomp people out if need be. But that's as far as
Stomp people out.
That's as far as it would go.
I'm not about any of those lines. I'm all about.
No. If someone swings at me, I'm swinging back.
I'm not. I'm gonna be.
That's why someone.
That's when you matrix it.
But yeah, so it wasn't until then they're like, oh, OJ, like, when they said OJ's just smart. It was weird because like you guys call me gay, you guys call me whitewashed, right? But it wasn't until you saw me hail up or talk to those dudes.
And they knew.
Just
like,
plain simple smart.
Oh, he's just a smart kid. But why? My question is why does it have to be that much? And I'm sure we all still get it today. I get it all the time. Like I do personally.
Yeah.
Like OJ, why do you speak like that? Like why do you like? I like to do a lot of. I speak in comparisons. That's how I talk. Like,
analogies.
I speak
We're
analogies,
rappers over here. You got bars.
Right?
Shots from the juice bar.
I'm a fake rapper.
No,
Right?
you got bars though. That is. It's in our culture.
It is.
Come on.
Right. So I'll say things, and then not because. Like not as a disrespect to you, but myself. I'll be like, okay, well, I gotta simplify this even for myself. So I will say something and then say, yeah, it's like this and this and this. Excuse me. And a lot of people have taken offense to that. But then if I just say what I have to say originally, you'd ask me what do you mean.
Okay, like it's like, oh, yo, chill. Like, don't do that.
So I've been in a spot where, okay, like I can't wait. Thankfully, our friends like these two and other friends who are like-minded like myself are
That
like-minded.
read dictionaries and thesaurus for fun? I feel
Okay,
like,
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
That's him.
Yeah,
That's not me.
that's me. That's me 100%. She called me out.
I'm a big advocate of having fun isn't hard if you have a library card.
Oh, 100%.
Like I'm a big advocate.
Shout out Arthur.
well, I just have a Kindle app, but I love to read.
Yeah, reading is amazing.
I love to read.
Like so I used to read a lot, not so much in the past 6 years ago. Now I'm starting to read again.
We up it. We up
Right?
notch every year.
Just finished Charlemagne's book.
How was that? Because I really want to get it.
I just finished the anxiety one, Shook Ones. Anxiety played tricks on me.
Yes.
Is that the
Yes.
one I'm thinking of?
He has
No,
two.
he has two.
Black
He has
Privilege.
two.
Oh no, sorry. I'm thinking of Gucci Man. Sorry.
No, that's.
Oh no,
that's-
Gucci Man's apparently is pretty good. I've heard.
I wanna
good
read that
reviews
book.
and
Him
I've
and Rick
read.
Ross's books are my next.
Rick Ross,
Yeah.
I'm book too?
Yeah,
it's
Hurricanes,
good.
memoirs.
Yeah, the memoir.
Hurricane memoirs.
Yeah, so
I have that.
those two books.
Hurricanes
are
is
my-
actually pretty good. I'm not gonna
on my
front
list.
like.
But yeah, like Charlemagne's book, he talks about a lot of that stuff too. Because I suffer from anxiety, like really bad anxiety. So reading that book has. Now I wouldn't say like it's a book that helped, but it's almost like.
Raised awareness.
It's almost like with the whole, like with me, like I said, where I have you guys now, where you guys speak, like you guys speak like I do, so it's almost like that
Oh,
comfort,
100%. Yes, that. Yeah.
right? And then seeing Charlamagne and everything about talk about mental health, and then read the book. And when the book is easy to read because you hear Charlemagne's voice reading. It's almost like reading an audiobook.
Yeah.
You hear his voice, and then you hear the things that he's saying, like the things that he's gone through. Even though like I never sold drugs or I was never that person, right? Like to be in the streets like he was, to hear that stuff, to hear the thought process that what led up to the anxieties is all the same. So it's helped in that regard. But it is really good. And also every chapter has a breakdown from a psychiatrist as well. So he tells you his feelings and what caused his anxieties, and then at the end of the chapter or in the middle, there's a psychiatrist who writes their part and
Breaks
breaks
it
down
down.
what.
That's nice. That's
So my
amazing.
question is your anxiety stemming from the fact that you feel like there's just so much going on in your head, or you're at a certain level and a lot of people can't relate? Like, have you like, do you know the root of
Yes,
why you feel?
100%.
Okay.
Yes, I
The
do.
root of your ego.
I do know because a lot of stuff has. I've been in 2 car accidents in the past 3 years,
Me too.
right? Both of them not my fault,
Me too.
right? So even like driving certain places, I have like if you told me to drive to Mississauga right now, I'll be
Shoot.
like, I'll have a little bit of. I could do it, but
Mhm.
like I'll come out there with, like you'll see stains on my armpits and all that shit by the time I get there,
Mhm.
right? But like it's not. Like, I don't care. Like I've never thought about what people. Like well, no, I shouldn't say that.
To an extent.
To an extent, it doesn't bother me.
Mhm.
Right, like I'm able to put it in my back pocket and say, okay, cool, keep it put like that's
Keep
the
it
thing, okay,
pushing.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
100%. Yeah.
Right? I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's not what like I've never had any kind of anxieties about what people like, oh, OG, you're short. Okay, cool. The sky's blue. Can't change it.
What
Right?
else is
No,
there?
what else is
It's
there?
like,
Right? And going back to that whole image thing where you said, you don't know whether to be thick or skinny, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
depending on the seasons. Me being short, I'm like, okay, well, this is what I gotta deal with.
and you own it. That's what you got. You gotta own
I
it.
own it, right? Because I was like, okay, like I see people on social media say, oh, like, oh, I found a tall guy or this guy or that guy, right? It doesn't bother me, right?
Very
But
small
I
anyways.
see that, so I'm like, okay, well, that's funny, right? Because I'm a little guy, right? And my girl's tall,
Big up your girlfriend.
right? My
Yes, big up yourself.
You just over there chilling like, hey, yo, I'm here scrolling.
They call me, I tell people, they go, oh, you have such a tall girlfriend. I said, yeah, I'm not afraid of heights.
Yes, climb that tree. Let the people know.
I'm not afraid of heights.
Yeah.
And then I say, when my child, male or female, is dunking on your child,
Then you wish.
then you wish you were me. I'm oh, here it comes. This is a segment we like to call Ooh by Nathaniel. Pose for the camera. And this segment was brought to you by Chef MC.
Ooh. Oh my God.
But yeah,
I found
so
my ooh, guys.
when people say stuff like that, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm short. Can't help it.
No, I
But
can't help.
that's where a lot of my competitive, like we were talking about it last time too. That's where a lot of my competitive nature comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Say, okay, you're bigger than me. Still gonna
It's
kick
like
your
I'm
ass.
faster than you.
Still gonna kick your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And these guys have seen it. I don't fear them. They're the ones that stop at OG.
Relax.
No, but like the thing is, I don't tell them to calm down unless it's something that we could actually it's necessary to calm down. But like depending on the situation, I'll probably hype him up.
Yeah.
I'm a great hype man, but I'm also a great enforcer.
Yeah, and the thing I've learned from him is like he kind of feeds off it. So you kind of like if you were playing beer pong, you start talking shit to him. All of a sudden he's making the shots. You're kind of like
because
so-
it's a whole different entity.
So you have to kind of do like reverse psychology. You're like, oh, you're doing great. You're doing amazing, man.
Tell
Like,
me I'm doing something wrong.
make that shot.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah.
That's like me. Oh my goodness.
I think that's the prideful side. That's
So I have a lot of pride.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Pride comes before destruction.
And I've
Talk about
had
it.
to cut down
Mm-hmm.
that part of my life significantly. Still not enough yet.
But at the same time, I feel like it's not something that you should lose. Like,
No, I'm not losing.
Yeah,
it.
like,
It's like a gift and a curse.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a time and place.
Yeah,
type
time and
thing.
place.
Whereas with me, it was all the time.
oh,
nice.
It was, OG, something wrong? Okay, I'm gonna, like, there was a point in my life where if Michael Jordan beat me one-on-one, I say, you're not going home.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you're not going
But the
home.
thing is,
Stop.
yeah, I was gonna say you're not gonna go home until you get one
You're not
on.
going home, but like, it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But yeah, what episode is this again?
It's like 11.
21.
10 for me.
Yeah, episode 11, guys.
Episode
We
11,
are
10 for
reporting
tomorrow.
live from somewhere
10, 10, 10,
sexy
10.
with our guest.
milk chocolate.
Miss Harper!
No. Creamy caramel. I have to say it in the midnight voice.
Midnight voice.
Hello, this is Creamy Caramel at Midnight Madness.
No, that's my name.
reporting.
This is Creamy Caramel reporting live from downtown Toronto. Everybody have a good night.
And I got all the hits. Ooh, baby.
DJ plays that going home song.
DJ, won't you?
No, go play another slow jam.
Did that do the right, guys. Episode 11, we out. Jamar,
Yeah, that's it.
Happy birthday to me.